Karre wird beschlagnahmt, haust du rein. Wäre gute Geschäftsidee.
Hallo Leute und herzlich willkommen zu einer neuen Spiel von mir. Wir sind in der EGFL in Week 2 und spielen gegen die Saints. Versuch Nummer 2, den beiden Kollegen. Der erste Versuch dabei abgebrochen wurde. Starten das Game nochmal neu. Hoffen das Beste.
Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Schade um die Stats aus dem ersten Spiel. Da hat nämlich JC Horn hatte da 2 Pick Sixes und der von dem hatte auch nochmal eine. Und ja. Die sind schade, dass ich die jetzt verloren habe.
15 yards is the pickup there and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Ich bin ja ein fairer Sport von April hier. Lass uns einfach neu starten.
Now Kamara. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Big Derek Brown making the stop. Well, this defense for the Panthers, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down and they're playing with extreme confidence.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that nearly an interception here on its opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Winston. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he gets this over to the 41. Not near enough for the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
So dominant, aber
last week in the
jetzt sind wir
loss,
dafür
5
ein bisschen
punts as he
mehr
gets
von
this
der
one away.
Panthers Offense.
This will be fielded at the 17. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. Oh, he's going to air it out right away.
Oh, der ist viel zu weit. Meine Fresse.
Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. They run successfully.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Marshall.
Oh.
Well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Tackle da.
It was 3rd and short.
Während den langen Aktionen zu
Past the
machen.
marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
Ja, habt ihr es gesehen? Mein O-Liner und der D-Liner haben gerade diskutiert. Mein rechter Tackle war jetzt, glaube ich, hat
Darnold now to throw.
Defense.
Wide open, it's Marshall complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Okay, man covered hat Terrence Marshall da.
Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey.
Speed da, um dann loszukommen.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down at will.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's...
And he's got it, touchdown Panthers. Ian Thomas, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that.
Oh, that's
Jawohl, Karl Joseph. 7 Minuten letzte Woche auch. Entscheidende Pläne. Ausgaben hat als er das Fumble produziert hat. In der letzten Minute. Sie checkt auf den Vormarsch von Richtung meiner Endzone.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The shotgun snap for Darnold.
Also wenn das keine Pass Interference ist, dann habe ich keine Ahnung, was eine Pass Interference ist. Schade, denn ich glaube, da wäre Marshall dann durch gewesen. Und die nächste! Alter Fallen!
Let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
Right,
1 yard line. They gave him excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work.
Vernichtet wurden. Terrace
Marshall. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
Touchdown Nummer 3. Opening Week 2 Stück gefangen hat.
Gostkowski the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Gostkowski now after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
Oh, jetzt tut er wieder.
Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And a good return.
Seine 29.
Just shy of the 30-yard line. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Mein User clear.
It's good for a 1st down as well.
Weil ich dann mit dem Ball mitgelaufen bin.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara.
Boy, Shaq Thompson.
Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, that's
da hat Karl Thomas, den ich als Free Agent geholt habe, hat seinen ersten Interception des Jahres.
That's now 2 interceptions in the 1st quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been...
It's a foot race. He's at the 40.
90 Jahre Touchdown von CFC. Hat eine Line gut gegen den Mittelblock vorgeblockt. Dann war das für mich einer, den ich aussteigen lassen musste.
Boy, these guys are off to the
So,
races.
touchdown.
20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term, they just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Ich habe das Gefühl, dass aber jedem zweiten den vercatchen und
The
dann
Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 21-0 our score after one.
Da kann ich gut leben.
So still 14 yards to go, second down. Winston now. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone.
Und ET mit dem nächsten Pick.
It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Boy,
Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
And that's complete.
Terrace Marshall. Touchdown.
Terrace Marshall with his second touchdown here in this first half.
Der ist echt mein Go-To-Guy.
Panthers are able to add on to their first half lead.
Okay.
Extra point good by Gostkowski, and that makes the score 28 to
Und auf
nothing.
den achtet man nicht so sehr, wie auf die Demo und Bobby Anderson.
Gostkowski now after the
Der
touchdown.
auch von
He'll send this one
schwächeren
away.
Defender verteidigt wird.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Oh, ich muss aufpassen.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. From the gun, it's a run for Camara. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there in second and 11.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
On second and 11 now. Winston will get this one underneath to Camara, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here's Camara trying to run for it. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here comes the Saints punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. A little too amped up there, got to him before he had a chance to catch it.
Another example of players in tough spots getting the protection that they deserve. Got to make sure that he's able to catch the ball before you get to him.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Now Darnold. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Kommt da viel mit dem Druck.
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. To throw is Darnold. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On fourth down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football.
Expression
101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Winston eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Jeremy
Chin picks it off. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Langsam geht's mir irgendwie.
We heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers open the lead up to 34-0. Gostkowski with the extra point. And that makes this 35-0 now. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They start the drive on the ground, Kamara, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And now a pause here after the play because as you can see, slow to get up is Alvin Kamara. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now Winston. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off the play fake, Winston. Now a leaping catch, he's got it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Will not be able to return for this game. Das heißt, den besten Spieler haben wir jetzt auch raus. Ist natürlich immer bitter, Verletzung. Das wünsche ich keinem von meinen Gegnern.
Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the 44, Winston. And now here is another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close, at least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Gostkowski's kick is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive. And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. On 2nd and 2, Winston. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass. Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks. Let the people just leave the candy out at Halloween, and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. McCaffrey with a 1st down and more. The 40. 20. 10, 5. Man, 188 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Not sure exactly what he saw that made him decide to hand it off, but a great decision and a fantastic run. From our vantage point, what he saw was a defense that got out of its lanes, got out of its gaps, and they were pretty much running to the quarterback, viewing him as the bigger threat. And look at that wide open space, and he rumbled for big-time yardage. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. 2nd half action underway. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here. Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it. Starting the 2nd half with a run by McCaffrey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. But not much on that run, Charles. No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Darnold. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Scheiße, eine Kacke im Fake. Ist auch True Clock drin.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
It doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And the Panthers are going to have a first and goal with some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work. He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up second down and a bit farther.
And down to a knee. That's one way to call a play.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he is unable to make the play himself on second down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on third down?
And a curious play call here to say the least. Thought it might be a trick, but no, he actually goes down to a knee. Kowski's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers, they probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They run to the Zigbo, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well, but give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. Drops it to Jones in the flat.
Well done, hey Jackson.
Lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. To throw is Winston. He'll air it out deep for Thomas.
Und Thomas!
Das hätte jetzt hätte sein müssen. Instead, it's 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to kick it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. But 223 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Darnold sliding out of the pocket. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He juked him. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And now, boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay. A 1st down throw for Winston. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, Gilmore.
And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a dump off here complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll run. It's a Zigbo. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. From the 27, Winston being chased out left. Winston into the slide, and he's got a 1st down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Yeah, Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too, and you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy? And my goodness, another interception. Jerry Chin picks it up, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, Most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Wow. 240 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense.
So, letztes Spielzug, das
They'll give
Spiel.
it up to McCaffrey.
Nochmal
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Ich bedanke mich bei euch fürs Zuschauen.
Victory for Carolina. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense